Hello, this is Ben McGahee with McGahee Mathematics, and on this video we're going to talk about slope intercept form of a line. And you can see the equation here that we have. This is the slope intercept form equation of a line. Y equals mx plus b. And we're going to say that the letter m represents the slope of our line. And we learned this earlier in the last video that M stands for slope, and then our B is called our Y-intercept. Alright, Y-intercept of a line. So that's actually the point where the graph crosses the y-axis. So we would call that point 0, comma, B. So if we were to draw, just a quick example of a line, there's our coordinate plane. We have x and y axis. And we draw a line. So this point right here, where the graph crosses the y-axis, this is called the y-intercept. And then we'll call that 0b. So let's do an example of writing an equation in slope intercept form for a line. So let's say if you have, let's say the slope is 2 and y-intercept is let's say -1. So we want to write an equation of a line with a slope of 2 and a y-intercept of 1. So the way we're going to do that is we have the formula y equals mx plus b. We know that our value for m with the slope, that's 2. And then our y-intercept, it's -1. That's our value for b. So all we need to do is put these values into the formula, and we'll have y equals m is 2 x plus b is -1. Now 2x plus -1, that can be the same thing as y equals 2x. So plus a -1 is like -1. So y equals 2x minus 1. So that would be our equation for the line. Slope of 2, y-intercept is -1. Okay, and next problem we'll do is we'll look at slope is, let's say, -3/4. We'll do a fraction there, and we'll say that it passes through another point. Let's say 8. 810 passes through the point 810. So we have the slope and we have a point on the line. So we'll just set up our equation. We have m is -3/4, but we don't know b yet, right? So b, we'll just put a question mark. So that's the value that we need to find in y equals mx plus b, is we need to find value of b. So we'll have y equals our slope in the negative 3/4 x plus b. And we don't know b yet, but there's a way we can figure out b. It's because we have a point here on the line. We have 8 and 10. That's our ordered pair. And we know that 8 is our x value and 10 is the y value. So we can put those into the equation. So we know y equals 10. So that would be 10 equals negative 3/4 times, what's our x value? It's 8 plus b. And now we can solve for b, right? Because we have x and we have y and the slope. So the way we solve for b is we will multiply negative 3/4 times 8. We see you can do a little canceling. And the 4 goes into 8 2 times. And negative 3 times 2 is negative 6. So we'll have negative 6 plus b equals 10. And notice that I switched the 10 and the expression with b is on different sides. This is on the left and the right. So you can actually do that with equations, just making sure that the appropriate terms are still together. So negative 6 plus b is 10, and then if we add 6 to both sides, we'll get the b value by itself. So b equals 10 plus 6 is 16. So there's our value for b. And now we just plug that into our equation here. And we'll see that we have y equals negative 3/4 x plus 16. And there's our value, or for our equation. Y equals negative 3/4 x plus 16. Good. So let's look at one more thing. We'll get a new board here. Started. And what we're going to do this time is we're going to graph a line on the coordinate system, just using the slope intercept form of a line. So let's say our equation is y equals let's say 3x plus 2. So y equals 3x plus 2. And so what we're going to do is the first thing what we're going to plot is the y-intercept. So y-intercept, we know that our value of b is 2, but as an ordered pair, we know that x is 0 and y is 2. So remember that the 0 comes first, and then the value b is 2. So we're going to start at 0 here and go 1, 2. And there's our point. So we'll plot a point there at 0, 2. And then we're going to use the idea of slope, right? We notice our slope is 3. And then 3 can be the same thing as 3 over 1, right? Because of rise over run. So rise 3 and then run over 1 to the right. So we go up 3, 1, 2, 3. So that'll be up to 5 there. 3, 4, 5. And then we go over 1. Right? We also know 3 can be the same thing as negative 3 over negative 1, right? Because negative divided by negative is positive. So we'll have a down 3 and then left 1. So we can go down 3, 1, 2, 3, and then to left 1. So 1, 2, 3 over 1. So we connect our points. Guess that looks like a straight line. No, it's not going to be 100% perfect, but unless we're using graph paper. But that's what your line would look like for y equals 3x plus 2. You see there's our y-intercept, 0, 2. And then you just use the slope, just going up 3 over 1. And then you can go down 3, left 1. So negative 3 down and left 1. So it's always positive if you're going up, negative if you're going down for the y values, and then for the x values it's positive if you're going right, and then negative if you're going left. Just your controls when you're plotting your line. So this has been McGahee on slope here with McGahee Mathematics, and we're just talking about slope intercept form of a line and how to write equations using given the information of slope, maybe y-intercept or a point, as well as learn how to look at a formula and graph the line. So hope this video helps you, and do stay tuned. Looking forward to learn how to solve some systems of equations, lines. We'll probably look at parallel, perpendicular lines, whether tell if a set of lines is parallel, perpendicular, or it could be neither. So stay tuned.